Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Obsidian Foxglove. Enjoy! Hello everybody and welcome back to my hardcore Spruce-Only world. So I have an idea. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Lag. Don't know where that spike came from. Anyway, I have an idea. I think since I've been having so much trouble thinking about what to build, that sort of thing, and it's happened across multiple videos, right? So what I think I'm going to do is grab some signs. Where are my wood stuff? Right here. So I'm going to grab some signs and I'm going to go around my territory, placing these signs in different spots. And what I'm going to do with them is dictate where I'm going to place a structure. Like, let's say right here. I could put a bridge here going on to the other side of the lake over there instead of me having to walk this full crescent. So I'm going to place a sign here and mark it as somewhere I'm going to place a bridge. See, like that. I'm going to go around in different spots of my territory, which is pretty much the whole world. Of course, I'm not going to explore that far, but I'm going to go around placing these signs, marking where I want to put something. So a bridge will go here so I could cross the lake. Another thing I can do is say place a statue like right here in front of my sheep. So place another sign and write statue on it. And so now this place is designated to be for a statue. Now, I don't have that many ideas. These are not set in stone. They're potential structures that I may or may not ever build. Like, for example, here, I could place another bridge to cross over there for whatever reason. There's no purpose for it, but I think it could work. Also, furthermore, I could come to the other side of this bridge, approaching my mine, and right here on the coast, I could place a guard tower, a sentry tower to look over and protect this swath of land. Because who knows, a raid could come from anywhere in this world. Ah, yes, there's my first guard tower over there. I'm really glad I could actually see the smoke even from this distance. It's a bit foggy, but silhouette still looks nice. Anywho, as I make these episodes and ideas come to me, I'll place more of them so I could have more video ideas. So I need to think of, why is it that every time it starts raining in this world, I see a flash of lightning, even if there isn't any lightning to speak of? It's really annoying. I can never tell when it's a lightning storm or if it's simply casual rain. Either way, time to test. Is it a thunderstorm? No, of course not. It's normal rain. Well, I'm gonna pause the recording here, do some harvesting and some miscellaneous work, and wait for the rain to let up, because I don't want to be walking around a world that mobs can spawn in. My skills in this game are severely lacking. That's very evident, and it's became very evident through my own videos. My own video processes this series timeline. So I'm gonna pause recording, do miscellaneous work, and then I'll continue once that the rain is gone. Also, once the rain's gone, I'll have better visibility anyway, so it's a win-win for me. Well, the storm stopped, and it's day again. Yes, day again, because it was still raining throughout the night. Anywho, first thing I see when I come outside my walls is this guy, all gelded out. Anywho, I'm not quite sure what to do. There's the statue, there's that brick. That's a skeleton. Ow, ow. Okay, well, the skeleton's gone, zombie's gone, everything's fine and dandy. Pretty sure, yeah, I got a arrow in my shoulder and one in my groin. Fun times. Coming over here, so there's the statue, there's that bridge, and there was another bridge toward my mine, I believe. Where are all these zombies coming out with armor recently? Can you drop your chain armor? No, you know, I'm pretty sure chain armor might be better than copper armor, what I'm wearing right now. So it would have been great if I had gotten some. All right, there's that one cow I saw. Was it last episode or two episodes ago? I don't remember. But there's a bridge here, right? Yep, that says bridge. And then there's a guard tower right here on the other side of the bridge heading toward my mine. So what I want to do is, lag. I hate lag. I'm not gonna head down there. So I think what I'm going to do is build the guard tower that's on this side of the... I changed my mind. There's a cow right there. I'm aghast. Nah, that's not the proper use of the word aghast. I am astonished, surprised, shocked even. that there's a cow so close to my house now. Maybe it's because I discovered that one herd whenever ago that was, but I need a piece of wheat. I turned all of the wheat I farmed earlier while the recording was paused into bread and bone meal, so I had to harvest a new one. Anywho, I want that cow. I don't think I have any leads yet, do I? Whatever. It's too late to check. I want that cow and I want it now. Alright, the new goal for this video, instead of working on that new guard tower, is to herd this cow over to my compound, get it inside my wall so it doesn't wander off or despawn, right? Because I think animals, specifically these farm animals like cows, or barn animals like cows, sheep, pigs, whatever, I don't think they can despawn anymore after you feed them. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me, but considering people are able to leave their animals for an extended period of time without name tagging them, I think that might be the case. Come on, maybe it's if you don't leave them unloaded in unloaded chunks for too long and then they won't despawn. How long that length is, that duration, I have no clue, but hopefully this cow won't despawn anymore. Maybe there's another cow over here, and if there is, I'll lead it back. But the new direction this video is heading in is to establish a cow pen rather than a guard tower, because cows are more valuable to me than a structure that doesn't actually have any practical use. Hopefully there's another cow over here. I so dearly wish that there is another cow. So the one I found was over in this forest I planted. Well, actually, it's less accurate to say I planted it than it is to say that I thickened it, because the forest is already here. The trees were simply sparsely grown. Now they're pretty close knit, or tight knit. Tight knit or tightly knit is more accurate. They're a pig. It would be good to have in my compound as well, but I'm out here looking for specifically cows. I don't want to wander off too far. There's another pig. Well, these pigs, it doesn't even matter that they're here, right? Because I don't have any carrots or potatoes to lead them back. Unless I have a lead that I somehow forgot about, or enough string to make a couple of leads, there's no point in collecting all these pigs. So I'm gonna head back to my home, see if I have enough string to make a couple of leads, and I'll also prepare an area to establish my cow pen, because I need their leather in order to make a max level enchanting table. Break you. Oh, hey, look at that. I found my way back from my tightly knit forest that I usually get lost in. That's wonderful. Real wonderful. I'm gonna go check my storage. So I checked if I have enough string to make a lead. It would be 2 leads. And I don't, but I've run into a new problem. Oh, never mind. There it is. For a second there, I thought I lost my cow because I couldn't find it. Nope, in the end, I found it. Yay, so my cow didn't despawn. So that means the main purpose of this video is still on track, and I get to make a cow pen. Finally. I mean, I only have 1 cow, but I may get more eventually. So in preparation for that, I need to make more fences. Okay, come down here. I need 4 planks on each side, and there. Over a stack of fences, that's good. But where should I place the cow pen? I could put it next to my sheep, but I don't want to. I think, no, that direction's a bit too hilly. Yeah, that area isn't flat enough. What about over here? Yeah, I could put it over here. What I think I might do is, ooh, this is tough. Deciding where I want to put it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go put this pen over here behind my house. Well, not necessarily behind, but attached to the back of my house and my balcony. So starting from here, I'm going to make this pen. This pen needs to be at least as big as my sheep pen, since cows are around the same size, maybe slightly bigger than the sheep in this game. But of course, it doesn't necessarily need to be larger, because I made the sheep pen as big as I did for the sheer amount of them I would have. But then again, I will need a lot of cows as well, so maybe I will make it bigger. Connecting it from here. I did not mean to place you there. That was simple. Now I simply need to get rid of this block right here and the fences underneath my balcony thing. So what I can do here is place torches. Keep it lit so mobs don't spawn underneath here. So I'm gonna break the blocks around this pillar so the pillars don't seem like a part of the ground. There we go. This should be big enough for cows. Maybe. Now I simply need to make some fence gates and lead my singular cow over here to its new home. Fence gates come first, of course. I also need to wait for more wheat to grow. Well, I'm almost certain that there's currently wheat out there that's grown, but I need to be certain, so I'll leave it be for a bit longer. Why did I come up here? I need fence gates, and I don't have any in storage, which means I have to craft them. I need at least 2 to fit the cows through, and now I'm gonna go decide where I'm going to place the fence gates. Fit through here. I think it'll have to be right here. No other place gives as much of easy access as there. Now I need wheat, and then I could lead the cow to its pen. Since I have the cow in its pen now, I could go around and give it the same treatment I gave the sheep pen, where I placed bottom slabs on every single fence block. I had no other intent behind this other than a stylistic decision, a stylistic intent. With the sheep, it served a purpose to prevent them from escaping at the time. Of course, I fixed the problem of possible escape for them since then, so they're not really necessary anymore. But I still prefer my pens to have this sort of barricade on them. I don't know why. Let's go with saying that it's to prevent mobs from setting their eyes and hungering after my animals. Specifically zombies, because, you know, they're undead, so they need meat. Zombies, of course, not skeletons. Skeletons don't really have organs, so they can't desire food since they don't have stomachs, but you get my point. Gotta protect my animals from zombies. Anywho, if this place torches at the fence gate, on the fence posts, I want those to be lanterns, and I actually do have the iron for that now. You know, I may never use that iron for anything else other than, like, an iron sword and shield, so why don't I use that in this situation? Make some lanterns. It would certainly help with my place's aesthetics. Is my iron still in the unsmelted and smelted ore chest? Yes, and I even have 7 ingots already smelted. So I'm gonna go over to my auto smelter. I had it smelting wood to make more charcoal. You can never have too much charcoal. I use it for torches. No, I forgot you could do that. If you don't know what that was doing, you could pretty much melt down gold. Well, by the looks of it, you could melt down any tool now, except for maybe diamonds, to turn them into their nugget form. So you don't have to waste tools through the full durability, and you can get some of your material back. Of course, it's only 1 nugget, so I can't say it's really worth it, but if you ever want to do that, it's an option if you want to save on resources. I don't care too much about it. I'm not that much of a hoarder, so it's fine for me. By the way, I did add this sort mod to make my storage life easier. Slowly, all of my iron is going to get turned into ingots, which I will use to make lanterns. I know there's plenty of those I want to place around. Well, now I have some lanterns made, so now I can place some of the lanterns that I've been wanting to place, such as the 2 right here on my newest build. I want to place one right here and one right here, because I really don't like the sight of torches standing on fences. It's quite ugly. Like, I don't like those ones either, but they could wait because they're not really necessary. Well, none of the lanterns are necessary in any way, shape, form, or capacity. However, those don't really take very much precedence. So I'm gonna place 4 of the lanterns over here on the first bridge, and then 4 more on my second bridge that leads to my mine. And where I'm gonna place these lanterns is on these pillars on the first 4 corners. Then, with that complete, I'm gonna go place the 4 lanterns on the 4 main or 4 outer corners of this bridge as well. So come here, my little pillars. I was in the way there. And then place one right here and replace the ones over here as well. And that leaves me with 6 more lanterns. Now, of course, I'm placing these where they'll be symmetrical, so I simply need to find where symmetrical lanterns are needed. I can always make more in the future once I get more iron, and I know that's an inevitability because I can't stay out of my mine forever, but I can drag it out. I got 6 of these lanterns left. Okay, I know where I'm gonna place them. One right here, 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 and then over here I forgot about the berry bushes. My first food source in this area. And then place this one right there. And like that, all of my lanterns are placed. Eventually I'll make more, so eventually I can place more, but for now, that's good enough. I sincerely wish that there was a way to turn wool into string, but I guess that would be too OP, huh? Because then you could get infinite string from a run-of-the-mill sheep farm. Because as long as you would have endless wool, you would have endless string. Anyway, this video is almost over. It's around 23 minutes long currently in the raw footage, that is, not in the edited version that you're seeing. But as a final project to end this video out, I want to build an entrance into my mine. Of course, for that, I'm gonna go back and make a shovel first because I don't feel like digging out a bunch of dirt with my hand. Back with some shovels, now it's time for me to make the frame. So starting from here, dang it, let's try this again. I accidentally left the wood back at my base that I was gonna use to build the frame. So I need to do some, I need to do some emergency tree cutting. Let's go with that. I need to get as much wood as I can from these trees so I can build the frame of my mine. The entrance, not the frame. What am I saying? The entrance of my mine. Why would a mine need a... Well, actually, mines do need frames to hold up the weight of them, if we're speaking about realism here. But no, this is Minecraft. I simply need to make an entrance to my mine. I think 49 logs should be enough, so now let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that is not the right spot. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then 4 on this side as well. Break all of this stone here. 1, 2. Why am I counting? I just do that. And now this sideway beam here. Break you. And oh, there we go. A little protrusion. Now this resembles a torii gate, if you know what those are. It's a traditional Japanese doorway thing of the Shinto religion. I don't know much about it, but if I had to say, it's like a spiritual gateway involved in like Shintoism priest practices. I don't know, but that's what a torii gate is. It's to ward off spirits or seal spirits. It could work either way as far as I know. And that's what this frame is meant to look like, a torii gate. Now, I have these deep slate tiles. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to sleep. All right, it's day now, and I've come back with the blocks I wanted, which are these deep slate tile stairs, because I don't like the way that looks, where you can see the stone and dirt behind the gate. So the stairs are there to, well, prevent that from being seen. Now, what I want to do eventually is hang a lantern off the side of there. I think that would look better than having a torch on that little ledge connected to the frame. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I can make a new lantern. I still have plenty of iron and some iron nuggets, so I can make a new lantern and then hang it there like how I want it to be. Back to my home. I swear, I'm gonna have to eventually go into my mine to get more iron because I am running out of that. There's almost never enough iron for me. I usually think I need like at least 2 stacks of iron at all times for iron tools and whatnot, but that's hard to maintain and hardcore, but it's simply how I roll. I need 2 stacks of iron to make a near constant flow of iron tools, yada yada yada. Anywho, time to make that lantern. It's a torch in the center surrounded by 8 iron nuggets. Now with this being made, I could go hang it from the gate entrance into my mine. And now my entrance into my mine is complete, with the exception of a sign, because I think what I'm going to do is, I know I threw this idea around in a previous episode, but I think I'm going to make this my normal mine for deep slate and ores because it leads down into that massive cavern. But I think I'm going to establish a new mine as well, specifically for cobblestone, which I think I'm going to go put in this part of the mountain. It seems like it's out of the way enough from my original mine, so it might work. That's all. Have a good night, a good day, a good afternoon, or a good whatever it is for you, whether it's dusk or dawn. Goodbye, everyone. Now, that's how my outro would usually go, but there is a piece of information that I think you all should know, and I am going to try and see if I can reinstate a day counter mod into this series, so you can look forward to that in the next episode. Now, goodbye, everybody. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and comment to boost it in the algorithm. And if you vibe with my content and want to see more, subscribe.